Hola.
Hoy vamos a hacer un vídeo que, bueno, va a tener subtítulos, pero va a estar en inglés para que él esté más cómodo hablando.
Gracias.
Y van a ser preguntas y respuestas, o bueno, comparaciones, un poco de debate, de charla y cosas así, hablando sobre diferentes puntos de vista o cosas a lo mejor que le han sorprendido de España, cosas que, diferencias que ha notado entre Corea y España, cosas también que he notado yo entre España y Corea, por ejemplo. También tiene el punto de vista de Taiwán, que al final también es taiwanés, de donde sea, en general de Asia. Sí, tiene mucha mezcla. Así que allá vamos. So I have a list of questions here and I'm going to be reading from them. The first one is, we're spending summer in Spain right now. So I want to know, what is the biggest difference that you find in how people handle the heat in Korea versus how they handle it in Spain? Korea or Taiwan, as you prefer.
The type of heat is a little bit different between Korea and Spain. In Korea, the heat feels more humid, and in Spain, it's more dry, and you feel hot from the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about Spain is that as long as you're under the shadow, it feels pretty chill, and then close. The washing machine clothes dry so quick, and then the air feels fresh, and then you don't really get sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
But in Korea, you don't feel dry on your face. Your skin feel pretty good.
Okay.
But since it's very humid, you get sticky real quick, and then no matter you're in or out, or under the shadow or under the sun, it's so humid, so hot. So the form of people spending summer in Korea is, as you might know, they turn the air condition as strong as possible in public.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you go to somewhere inside, you might feel pretty chill or cold compared to the outside.
True.
But of
like
course,
the metro
because
stores.
because of the air condition, you feel better. But as soon as you go out, you goes back to get sticky and heat.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I don't see many places turn the air condition as strong as Korea.
Mm-hmm.
They do use the air conditioner. It's just more like as a fresh air. And at home, people, in my experience in Sarah's home, during the really heat time, maybe a little bit of air condition, and rest of the day just fan.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not under the sun, and fan is enough for us to make us cool down. Yeah.
And in Spain, people usually don't go out during the peak heat hours. We stay home. But in Korea, I think you just can, since it's the same, you can go out anytime, right?
Yeah, I mean, we also have a recommended time to go out, but it's not a big deal.
But how long does that time last? Like the time that you should go out and the time that you shouldn't go out?
I'm not really sure about this, but
in your experience?
In my experience, it's like 1 p.m. till 3.
Oh.
Just two, or longest like 4.
Okay.
And after it's better.
Because in Spain, this is in Andalusia, because I know that, for example, in the north it's maybe different. But in Spain, we usually don't go out from like 1, maybe 1:30, sometimes even 12, until maybe 6. I mean, we can go out earlier, it's just going to be too hot. So we try to meet after, or like make plans after, or before, like early morning or like evening.
Unless you're going to like beach.
Yes, of course. I'm talking about like city, like Huelva, for example, my city, or Sevilla. There's times that if you go out, it's because you have to, not because you want, basically.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that's why, ironically, the daytime feels longer here.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the heat, the sunlight, and the people don't recommend you to go out from, like you say,
Certain
1 to
times,
6.
Yeah.
So it's like a big gap of the time that you cannot go out.
Mm-hmm.
So compared to the time that it's sunny, the time that you actually can go out feels a little bit short.
Yeah. If you have to pick one thing from Korea, one thing from Spain, and one thing from Taiwan, what would it be? One good thing, something that you really like.
First of all, Korea, I would say the cleanness.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I feel very clean on the street. I'm talking about Seoul. I don't know about other part.
Yeah.
But like Seoul feel very safe and clean. In Spain, I would say how free you are. Like you can be yourself. I don't know if I can explain just from the video, but if you actually come here and then, of course, I'm not living here. I only come here during summer, but at least for that moment when I come here and when I interact with Spanish people and with Sarah and her family, I always be more like being myself. Right? I don't see any like we say
hierarchy,
yeah
for example, like you
hierarchy.
have
Like
Korea
in
or
Korean we
places.
say nunchi.
Yeah,
Like
I know that.
see oh if I wear this it might be weird, or oh is my hair weird, or this can be weird. My acting can be weird. No,
Like
nothing.
people don't really care much
yeah,
about other people here.
It's like
generally.
nobody cares about you, and then you don't even need to care about others. Like unless you do something weird.
Taiwan? Or
And
Japan?
things about Taiwan is since it's my home, I really love the friendliness with people. For example, when I go to Taiwan, and when I talk to person who's like, for example, like a waiter, or talk with worker or owner, you know, or when I go to market buy something, I always talk as if they're my friend, like or my uncle, like my family, and they always react same as how I like talk to them.
If I had to choose, I'm not sure about Taiwan because I've been in Taiwan only once for like 5 days, 1 week, so I cannot really choose something yet. But I think actually I would choose the same. I wasn't going to say cleanliness from Korea. I was going to choose like organization. It's really good for everything. Like how disciplined they are. You know, how if you need an appointment for something, you can't even get it right now. Things like that.
That's right.
That's why I really like
Very
that.
practical, very fast.
Like they are organized towards making everything practical. Yes.
Yeah.
So I would choose that from Korea, and then the freedom from Spain. You can feel really free here. This is a short question. What food do you like the most from Andalusia or Spain, basically? And what do you miss the most from Korea right now?
Obviously, Andalusia, I would say seafood, especially Huelva. Like, for example, coquinas and like a squid, chocos,
Choco.
and gamba, shrimps.
Gambas de Huelva.
Wow, and every seafood with cooked with oil
Yeah.
or fried.
Gambas al ajillo, gambones
Oh,
al ajillo.
everything so fresh and delicious, and ensaladilla.
Qué bueno.
Oh, the mayonesa with tuna. Oh, it tastes so good here. I miss the kimchi stew. Something spicy and hits my tongue. Something that can beat my tongue.
Yes, because in Spain, every time we say, "Oh, this is spicy," you never find it spicy.
Yeah, like foods here are very fresh and tasty, and you kind of feel healthy. But in Korea, foods are really tasty, but sometimes you can feel like, oh, if I keep it like this, I may feel like I'm gonna get something such as like diabetes or blood pressure, because everything are salty and sweets.
So, between Spanish, English, and Korean, we use all of them in our communication. What do you think our conversations look like, our communication looks like? And if you have picked up any Spanish expressions or slang or anything that you want to share with YouTube.
Since me and Sarah, we are using Spanish and English and Korean. It's very international, and then we during our conversation we have a lot of words that we don't remember in a certain language. Don't worry, we always have a more than second language to explain with that.
Second, third.
Yeah, second, third. So I think it's quite convenient for us to express ourselves, but at the same time, that kind of causing, especially me, losing my Chinese skill with my family, because in my family we only speak Chinese. Only certain term we speak Korean. But more I spoke with Sarah and spent time more with Sarah, I just naturally forgetting Chinese. So when I spoke with my mom, sometimes I need to tell her things in Spanish or things in English to explain what I forgot in Chinese. Just sorry to my mom.
And what about the Spanish line?
Since I'm not really good at Spanish and I'm like learning, I always make fun with Spanish. When I call Sara, I always use like Sara Tita. And then it goes more Sara Titaron. And there goes Sara Titaronamente. It's like I always add something more because
Yes.
she have had explained to me that if you add ron behind is like something big. So I always call her amor, but with ron, so amoron and amorone,
Amorona.
amoronamente,
Amortitarona.
amotitarona.
So our nicknames now are Daniel or Daniel Titoron, Sara Titarona, or Titoron. It depends.
Yeah.
We don't have genders here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, always end with ron because that's how we love each other.
Okay, next question. In Korea, PDA, public displays of affection, are really conservative compared to Spain, I would say. It doesn't matter if you have been dating for a long time or just started dating. For example, talking with your friends, I remember they told me, and I was really surprised about this, that in Korea, if you just start dating with someone or just are meeting someone, you may not even hold hands for 1 month, for example. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
It may be depend on the person,
Yeah.
things like this. But in Spain, it's really different. It's really common to see people kissing, holding hands, of course, hugging, everything. Do you think that we change how we act, whether we're in Korea or in Spain?
Yeah, obviously. In Spain, I do feel more free to be, should I say, be myself or to express love with Sarah. Because in Korea, do things what I'm talking about is like I'm just like kissing,
holding hands, maybe
on
not.
cheek and just
Yeah.
hugging and then like laying down or things like this. It's not like a prohibited.
Prohibited, yeah.
It's not like a prohibited in Korea, but especially in a public like transportations or public area, it might comes to someone as an uncomfortable feeling. And I have seen a lot of like platforms talk about this topic as well.
True.
But in Spain, yeah, on the street, you can easily see couples like holding hands. I mean, actually,
Kissing
holding hands is
too.
very common in Korea too.
Yes,
But
yes.
like, what I'm talking is that kissing
Yeah, or like
and
hugging or maybe
hugging, yeah,
together
yeah,
and laying, as you said. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and even like, then what about kissing like deeply in Spain?
It's not that common. I mean, you may see it on teenagers, especially. I don't think you're going to see a couple, like maybe even our age, kissing deeply a lot, But teenagers, yeah, it's not that weird. Like on benches, like we're sitting right now on benches, it happens.
Wow.
It happens. Yeah.
Oh.
Why do you think that is? That in Korea is so conservative. I don't know which word to use, so I would say conservative. Like it's not that common to see, at least. Like culture, but
Yeah, it's really from a cultural difference, and I think this come from our like grandparents and great grandparents, and I mean I do heard it's getting better and better and better, and I think nowadays it got really really better, but still compares to Spain.
because, for example, in Korea, something we do is that you're walking and you carry me on your back. Do you
Yeah.
think that's also seen as not good? I just never thought about it.
In my opinion, if I see a couple doing that, I find cute.
Okay.
I know I wouldn't find any problem, even if they do like deep kissing or as long as they're wearing a clothes. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay. Do you think maybe elderly people, like older generations, would think like you?
I think so, and I hope so.
Okay, last question. In Korea, usually or traditionally, the guy has paid the bill, okay, when dating and so. But recently, there's kind of like a Go Dutch movement, or not movement, I'm not sure how to call it, like idea, I would say, that basically it's like 50-50 or divide, like you pay this one, I pay the next one, that kind of idea. Do you think that in Korea that is also happening, or the guy still pays much more or completely, or now the women pays? I don't know. What do you think? And do you think men are accepting it, or women are accepting it more, or is it preferred? Yeah, everything about it.
With my friends, we haven't really talked about this, but from what I heard, I think guys pays more. Either they pay more or half and half. But um, regarding my friends, it's not like a exactly half and half. It's more like I pay coffee, you buy meal, and I buy movie, I pay cafe, or it's
Popcorn and
yeah, it's not like a
exactly
calculated.
divided is more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. What do you think we do?
We do the same. Like normally, when if I pay meal, she pays cafe, and
Or I paid the next meal.
yeah,
something
or
like
next
this.
meal or something like that. And we don't really stress about those. I don't think we're like that strict to the who pays or
Like if we look at all the things that we have paid, you
Yeah.
probably have paid more. But also maybe, for example, that's because at the beginning you paid a little bit more, which I wasn't used to. I was like, oh, that's so different. That's a cultural difference, by the way, for me. That was a shock. I was like, oh, you're paying for everything, like every time we're going out. So in the end, I was like, let me pay something because I felt a little bit bad.
But let me say,
Mm.
but even the culture's changing to half and half Dutch pay. But I still think when guys and girls, when they go out as like date for the first time, but it would be better if guys pay for like at least first 3 times.
I think it's kind of the opposite in Spain. In Spain, I think when you start meeting someone, each pays their own thing, and then maybe in the future you just pay this, and now okay, I mean I will pay that, and so like, of course, this is all before marriage. Bueno, pues eso ha sido todo por este vídeo. Espero que os haya gustado, os haya parecido interesante. Yo he aprendido algunas cositas nuevas que no sabía, así que muy chulo. Y nada, nos vemos la semana que viene. Que tengáis buena semana y que hayáis tenido buena semana.
Adiós chicos, hasta pronto.
I can stop and... Oh, wait, I can stop record. I just realized I can start and stop recording here.
Is it better? How do you think?
Better without.
Adiós chicos. Hoy es el día compartido de contra.
But I will post this on Sunday.
Okay, here is this.
Okay, so then let's say again, adios chicos, and let's do together. Okay.